It's the Dr. Guido Show! Starring Dr. Guido! This week, Dr. Guido talks about the readings from The Art of Possibility. And now, from the Laboratory of Knowledge, here is Dr. Guido!
Hey, yo, how you doing? Dr. Guido here. Still playing with the iPad. This thing's beautiful. I'm just working on some Twitter stuff, looking at Mr. Ficara's Twitter. He's got a lot of interesting stuff going on there. You haven't checked that out, you got to do that. All right, today, what I'm here to do is talk to you a little bit about some things that I was reading in this book, The Art of Possibility. And I read 3 of these chapters, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, and Chapter 6. And some of the things that I've seen in these chapters, I can sum up in the word, 3 words, 4, 5, and 6, 3 words, bada bing, bada boom. Chapter 4, the first one is complacency. Chapter 5 is motivation, and Chapter 6 is conformity. All right, I'm done. Have a good night. Thanks for watching the Dr. Guido Show. I'm Dr. Guido. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's kind of the theme of this chapter, though, is, looking at Chapter 4, we's teachers, we's not stupid, I mean, we want to do all these Web 2.0 things, and we in teachers sometimes get motivated about teaching in this educational utopia, and then you walk into the classroom, and, for lack of a better word, your bubble gets burst, right? You're teaching these kids, they don't want to do nothing. They just want to text. They want to go home. Do we really got to do this? Forget about it. Of course you got to do this, right? And, let's not kid ourselves. Kids have a big, sense of complacency going on in themselves. They're just okay with mediocrity sometimes. And we understand that as educators, but our goal is to perform and to pull greatness out of these kids, right? Am I crazy? No, that's our jobs as teachers, right? So, here's what Dr. Guido's thinking, and this takes me, bam, right into Chapter 5, I'm sorry. The idea of leadership, right? I think everybody has the ability to be a leader inside of them. I don't care whether it's to be a leader in the army, to be a leader, in your group of friends, to be a leader in education, be a principal, an assistant principal, to be a doctor like me, Dr. Guido. Whatever your interest is, though, your social group, your educational group, your work group, even something as simple as your family at home with your wife and kids, some people are blessed with the ability to be a leader. The question is yours. And more importantly, do we all look to find 2 things as educators? Number 1, the leader within us. Where we called the lead, right? You may not be called, forget about it. You may be like me, I don't want to be a principal, forget about it. I don't want to do that, right? But you may have the leader within you to, maybe push this Web 2.0 thing in your school, huh? Or maybe you got the leader within you to create reading groups or do something, right? I think you got to sort of find the leader within, which leads me to the final chapter, Chapter 6. And this is what I want to talk about, this number 6 rule. And this was fascinating. This blew Dr. Guido's mind because, you see me, I'm Dr. Guido, I'm a fun guy. I don't take myself too seriously, huh? I like to kid around, I like that fun. And, kind of the idea of conformity. And, I was reading Andrew's blog there, and I'm going to post a link down here. You can look at that. And one of the things he mentioned was the idea of being very Vulcan-X with the Star Trek there, the idea of conformity. And one of the things that I was thinking is, I work with Mr. Ficara, and he works at a school where there's a great sense of family and a great sense of community. And that idea of family and community makes for a nice workplace, right? People's happy, they do their job, they work good, and you got that sense of community. Now, is family perfect? Hey, no, forget about it. Family ain't perfect, right? Who's family perfect, right? My family's crazy, right? But family is still a beautiful thing, right? And they're always there for you no matter what. If we could create these family-type atmospheres, then we can understand not only our role as leaders and not settle for conformity, because with your family, you don't want to settle for mediocrity. You want what's best for your family, right? You want to do what's best for them, right? No, am I crazy to think that? So you want to do what's best for your family. You want to be a good leader, and you want to take care of them, though, but you got to work together. You know what I mean? If you get selfish and you only think about you, what are things going to work out for, right? Only yous, right? But if you think about the good of everyone around you and you go out and you do that good, that's going to help all them peoples. I tell my kids this all the time, right? Nobody likes to hang out with someone who's mean and rude. They don't say, hey, let's go hang out with the kid who makes fun of everybody and is a big jerk, right? That's no fun, right? No, let's go hang out with so-and-so because he's funny. Let's go hang out with so-and-so because he knows how to have a good time, right? Listen, life is a beautiful thing, but if we take life too seriously, forget about it. Like Chapter 6 says, you're going to go crazy. We got to learn how to work together as a family. And I think creating family atmospheres is very important, very key. That's what I got out of this reading. Listen, I'm coming up on the end of this thing. Look, extra bonus blogs from Dr. Guido outside the action research. Action research blogs coming up. A lot to talk about there. Have a good night, right? Take it easy. Go Yankees off to a beautiful start. First time in I don't know how many years they swept 3 series in a row. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, I'll talk to you later. I'm out.